Alright guys, so we're in the polishing phase now. So what we'll do, so we can see, we can start working straight ahead now. So if you look here, I was thinking maybe, even if we come here, maybe we could move this arm a bit. Grab these arms. When it comes here, I know we've got a keyframe here with everything on it, but I was thinking when we come here, we could just rotate the arm, have it come out. And even just curve it. Kind of like that, so it's a bit more asymmetrical. We can basically key everything there, go to 8, delete the previous frame, sorry. And it's clipping through now, right? What we can do, just come in and the arm out. So it's kind of, just have that come in. Can just that. So could have, okay, so when it comes in, the shoulder, upper arm. Have the shoulder come up a bit. Intersect. Yeah. Yeah. So getting a bit rolled. And then what we can do is work on the wrist. So as the wrist comes, go straight ahead, maybe the wrist go back a bit. And delete. Well, we can delete this. So yeah, as it comes up here, that wrist is going to drag, right? Because that's the last bit that's going to come down. So as it comes down, delete the key. Even delete the key here, 28. Yeah, so this, there's a bit more of a drag happening. You can see the drag there, right? And then obviously with the fingers, settle there. All right, so when this comes down, it snaps. The upper arm snaps pretty quickly into the body. So that out. So it's a bit more softer, right? Try and see how it looks. Delete that. bring that rotation back if it comes in. Actually, you know what? I liked it the first time. That wasn't nice. Let's do it again. Yeah, that felt better. Anyway, that's what happens when we're polishing. So we're coming in. Okay, and then what we can do, let's check out these finger controls here, right? So select all these finger controls. And see them. Right? We'll do the thumb separate. So now we can go, we've got no keyframes at the bottom. So what we can do, we can go in, we can come in here, kind of start adding some secondary, even sideways if you want. You can start adding some secondary motion. And as it comes up, start stretching this out. And then when it lands, come in and then out. Just add in the movement, overlap, and then settle. And then go to the first frame, keyframe that to the last. So it should be a little settle. Actually, we can delete that last frame. And let's see how it looks. So here we could go like 4 frames before the end, bring that to 66. And we could even go and overshoot. So we could have a look at this in the graph editor. Get out. And leave the X. Yeah. Can do with these controls. We can select all of these and just overshoot them slightly. So there's a bit of a cushion. There. So let's check out the thumb. Also add some movement to the thumb. Have that come in a bit. Come out. Come down. You could even carry on the drag going up. Then it comes in. And then out. And then get the last frame, copy that to the end and see how it's settled. So it's moving there. And all we can do, we can make it come in. There's a little bit of a movement there, right? Look at the graph editor there. Let's go to the last 3 frames, copy that to 60. There. So we've got a bit of, let's do a bit of a overshoot there. Yeah. And then we just get the, well, actually, I would say Y axis. You could bring that up. There'll be a bit of a cushion, right? You can see there's a bit more fluidity in the fingers. And then what you can do, once you've got it all in, you can select, say, the second controls, cycle it. So we go here, cycle, and then basically get all of this and move it a couple of frames. You can just spline the ends here. And get the other 3 controls and cycle that. 1, 2, 3, 4 frames. So it's offset by, if we look now, it's offset by what? A couple of frames. So there's a bit of a offset there, right? And even on the thumb, so if we get the thumb, And we'll do it in this axis as well. We'll do it in the thumb. Get the thumb. Okay, so then this second control, leave the first one where it is. Second one, cycle it. Just move that a couple of frames so it's offset. And then what you can do is get all the controls for the second one offset by that 1, 2. And get all the controls for the third one and do that 1, 2, 3, 4. And the thumb, you can leave it how it is. Now, if you look now, it will all stop at a different time. See, there's a bit of a offset there, right? So it makes it a bit more natural. There, you can see it. And then you just repeat the same on the other side. So what we'll do, we'll just go to the other side. We'll do that quickly. So a quick way, we'll just quickly get 1, 2, get all of these controls. This rig is very simple. It's nice. It's really well done. Select them quickly. I know there's shortcuts you can get if you go in and selecting, but this is cool. Just you just open this. You can even exaggerate it like this. See, because you got that line of action in there. And then as he comes up, you can bring it down. Actually, you know what? Let's do, I forgot, we need to animate the hips first. Sorry, the wrist. So if we check out the wrist, goes forward. So we're getting that nice curve. Just forward a bit. Run it up. Take it up. Here, let's have it in a come in. Here we have it. Let's see this. It's going in. Okay, let's add that back. Let's delay that. Let's move this forward so it's just wind it up. See how this works. Okay. Back. Check this out. Okay, so what we'll do, go to this frame here, that 18 frame, and here we'll still have it kind of coming down. Move this a bit earlier because we want it to hit. That. So let's move this 1 frame forward. Just playing with the timing here. We want it to happen after the arm is moved and the forearm and then the wrist, right? We got it up there. Okay, that's fine. And it lands and that's fine. Okay, so now we've got the wrist working. Let's grab all these controls. We can add, I think once we add the fingers, it'll look a bit more organic. Remember, you don't have to animate the fingers too much like that. It's just for exaggeration. So we'll come here. I'll just have it out a bit. And it comes in. Then we can make them come out. So it's got a bit of a drag, right? And then we can bring them in. Even here we could have him coming back a bit. Can feel a bit of that drag in it. Bring it back a bit. Go. It goes back. Good. So there, so you've got and here you could even have it going backward like this. Forward. So you've got that. There, right? And then you can get the thumb and do the same thing. Get the thumb. Right? That, spread that out. Copy that to the first. This should be back. Let's copy that and yeah. See. We'll get there with you. See. Okay. So now what we can do, same thing as the side. Get all the second poses. Again, second control, sorry, again coming side. 1, 2, 3. You can get the other poses. 1, 2, 1. Cycle that. Cycle the front of the thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, and offset that. Just add a bit of break. Let's see how that looks. You're getting. Oh, I forgot. Get the top one as well. Right. Cycle. All right, now it will play. Yeah, you see, there's a bit more of a wave happening there. Then you can just try and offset that more if you like. The thing with this is I think this forearm is moving a lot, man. Let's calm it down. Yeah. But I also think his fingers are moving too much now, so nah. Get these. What you can do, you can quickly select. A good way to do it is quickly select. Hopefully I won't mess this up. You've got them here, right? So a good way of kind of toning them down is you can select everything and just come in the middle, press the scale in your key R, just slightly scale it down. And it can scale the wrist down, man. That's scale. Yeah, see, that's a bit. So we got that working. So that's all working. And now I was looking at the body, you know. It seems a little stiff. I was thinking, you know, when the body lands. Even here. You could have some of these keys. So all these extra keys. Okay. Okay. Maybe have this a bit. Even here, last minute. You know? Move this couple of frames and still have it down, and then just a couple of frames and then have it come up, right? Oh, rotation there. It's not good, is it? Okay, what happened there? Okay, that's fine. I think because it isn't inherent rotated. Get rid of these keys, extra that we've got. So it comes down, then up. Comes down and up. Let's go to 65, bring that back to 66, delete that 62. See how soft. Let's bring 76. Soft. Let's soften this. We need to soften this a bit. Let's see it without the box. Yeah, you see it's. We need to bring this up. Yeah. Okay, so that's all right. I think it's more the neck. So now if we go to the neck and head. Please. All right, so what we'll do, we'll get rid of the head, just the neck control. Okay, so it's come, there you go, goes up, come. Right, control. Even before it hit, then it comes down. So let's delete that. Yeah, there's a bit more of an impact there. Then have it coming up. Right, so it lands. Okay, let's delete this. Let's have a look at the head now. I'm just working straight ahead here. That feels a bit better, more organic. And what we can do, we can get the head control now. And we can start working with that. Because we've changed. Down, down. And the head could be up, down, it comes down. Yeah. Up, up. And it goes down a bit. So we're just doing it straight ahead now. You see I'm deleting frames down. And I might go up again. Just to give. Yeah, so it's going up. Okay, we don't need that one. Soft. Let's check this out. Yeah, so it looks like that. Bring that down a bit, hold it a bit tighter. get you to go down. Can I copy that to the start? So let's change the end pose a bit. Forward a bit. Copy that end pose. Let's see. Okay, I think this might work. So we're just playing around with the head, just trying to get. Now we can kind of just move that forward a couple of frames just to offset it. Okay, that's working. Getting that working. We can play around with that more. We've got it working to a certain. All right. Okay, the other thing we can do is this. Is FKRK, so it's just adding, it's going up. It's just adding a little bit of, not too much, but a little bit, you know, that jiggle that wouldn't be there otherwise. You're just following the movement. So you're getting that kind of up, yeah, down. Delete this. Down. Just up, up. Maybe here it might go up slightly. You can tone this down. This. And then just slightly down. Just gives that bit more of like a little breathability. You're breathing, and I'm breathing. And then you can always tone that down, you know, in the graph editor. It's just too much. Yeah. Actually, tone this down a bit because it's a bit too much. Let's scale it down. Scaling it down like this. It's a bit too much. Yeah, that's better. You got that rib cage there. Okay. So we've got that working and the fingers and everything else, right? And then what we'll do next, we'll start. What did I hide? Hid cloth. That's dynamic stuff. Maybe we have to leave that. Maybe I can go to. Oh, there is a bit of that here. Control there. All right, that's fine. Got some control there. There was a dynamics. Was it on it? All right, it's on it. So let's do that. Let's see if we put that on. Let's see. Saliva. Oh, that's not working that well, is it? All right, saliva and cloth. That's fine. What we can do, all right, then in that case, I was going to do a part 2, but really what we need is, so that's the main of the hair. Then you've got this one. Got that. All right, so what we'll do, we'll select that, and select that. This is another quick way where you can just add. So we'll delete everything, all the keys in between, keep the front and the back the same. And basically all we're going to do in the side view, we're going to go down, right? Just move the hair down. Oh wait, have I select? Oh, I missed that one. All right, I missed that one too. That one. Oh, yeah, oh, okay. So what you can do, select everything. There's a quick way where you can just quickly get a nice dynamics. So you'll come down, we'll just put a bit of a movement in the hair there, and then have it down, and then even here slightly down, keep it down, because the force is pushing you up, right? And as you come down, all the hair comes up naturally. Oh, right, and then what all I'll do, I'll just copy a keyframed hair, everything. I'll just copy it to number 21, where it's down. I'll just copy that to, I don't know, 42. And then I'll, because it lands, I'll move that to, say, yeah, 2 frames down. And then it goes up and then down, up and then down. It just settles. And you can copy that last frame to 6. So you'll see a bit of a settle. Doosh. Doosh. So there you can get a little bit, at least you got a little bit of movement happening there, right? And then if you want to take that a bit further, it might take a bit of time, but what you do is you can just come in. You can go in straight ahead and do it each controller. Or what I tend to do is I get the first controller that I animated on, which is here. I just copy everything for this hierarchy. So there's like what? This control and this control, right? Delete all the keys in between. Go to, actually at the end as well. Go to the start. Select the rotation Z, paste. And again, just cycle. You know? Cycle. Get the second control. Offset 1, 2. And the other one offset 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do one each if you want. Just cycle it. And that's offset. And then the same thing you can do for this one. Get the control. Edit, copy. Select the second control. I'll do this really quickly. Delete everything in between except for the first pose. Select the Z. Go to the start. Paste. Cycle. Select the second control, right? Offset that by 1, 2. Offset the other by 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you've got a middle control here, which has animation on it. Same thing. Copy that. Actually, what we'll do, we'll cycle this as well. We'll do that later. So copy that. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Delete everything. Go back to the start. Paste. Cycle. get the second control offset by 1, 2, the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, the next one, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, and it's the same the other way. I think the other way is, yeah. I just had my wisdom tooth taken out, man, a week ago. I'm going to training update, but I'll tell you about that in a bit. Okay, so what we'll do is just delete everything here. Select, paste, cycle, get the second control, offset, 1, 2, last control, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the bottom one, same thing, copy, get, then we get the, was it that one? That one, that, yeah, and that one, so that and that. Okay, get everything here, delete, go to start, paste, cycle. You'll start getting used to this workflow. What I'm doing, just keep practicing. 1, 2, you will get used to it too, my friends. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if we look now, all of this, it should be a bit offset, right? You can see there's a little bit of a offset there. Yeah, there's a bit of a. Now, if you want to go further, because they all offset, but they all land at the same time. But this is where what I do is, because there's a lot of sets here, I reckon these, obviously the top ones are going to go down first. Then these one will go down after. So what I do is I'll get the last 3 of these. And even this one, this last one here. Just select everything. This bit's the easy bit, right? And you got it all here. You can see them all offset. Grab them all and overall offset them by, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, yeah? So there, the end ones are going to land last now. And the first ones will land, see? First ones will land first, right? And that might be too much. So what you can do, see here? You can just pull these down. You play with it, man. Play with it. Tone it. And then you can also, all right, if it's offset into us, bring it back 1. Or bring it back another. Maybe it was too much. There, yeah. See, so you got a bit, and if it's too much, you just scale it, man. Just scale it down like this. Then hopefully, but obviously, it'll mess with the position. But what you can do is just bring these down, or you can just come in here, select these keys. Forget about the start and end keys, the middle ones. Scale the middle ones down, because you want the ends to be settled at the same time. But again, that's too much. So you just bring these down. You can see the ones that are really high in the air. Just bring them down. And there, see, that's a bit more natural. Yeah, a little bit of a jog. Settle. And that's without dynamics. Just keyframe, offset. You don't need dynamics, man. It just takes a little bit longer. Not that much longer. Probably about 15 minutes. But yeah. And that's it, my friend. You have a polished jump with offset arms. And it's all looking cool, right? Yeah, then you can go in and, you know, you want to go a bit more further. Go see the face here. You got the nose. You can, what we can do, I tell you what we do. Let's do, to come here, bring the hand, have it going rah, rah, rah. So it goes rah, rah, rah. Delete the end phrase there, and then maybe just make the jaw come out. Yeah, you can just play around with all that, man. You can do all that stuff. So you can even have that at the start. And as he comes down, it could be like, he's getting ready. Yeah. Then there's so much more. Then there's the ears, you know, you got the ears as well. You can add, play around with that. But overall, yeah, that's just the finished article of a jump, in-game jump, man. And then what you can do is, in-game, in jumps, in games anyway, you wouldn't have this start bit, right? You wouldn't have this bit, anticipation, something. You'll have this pose. You'd start from there. So that's what, 9? Just for gameplay purposes, so the engagement is quicker, you know? What the hell's going on? 80, yeah? 80, okay. And 9. So it would be like that. The pose would be an anticipation pose. So, you know, because can you imagine the character from the back? Yeah, so he'd be jumping like that, right? You'll be seeing the character in the back. So that's this is a kind of ghoul character, right? But, you know, I'll come up here. There's a few things I could change in the poses, you know. You could get maybe the arm poses. I just wanted it a bit ghouly, but a bit more cleaner line of actions. But the main motion is what we're looking for there, right? And landing. Even when you land in the games, you come to here, it's in a run position. So the land would be like more in a get ready run position, right? Because then when you're playing a game in a character, normally you're running in video games. So or either you put a breakout frame in the engine, which tells you, all right, I want the character to break out at this frame on the jump so that it can continue running. And there's so many things in video games that you have to take into account like that. But the software, Unreal, Unity, it does it for you, you know, breakout frames, what have you. But yeah, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that series. I'm gonna do a run with this series, and that should be fun too. I like this character. I thought we'd just play around with it a bit, and I'll do a video game series on how it's actually done in video games as I'm working now. This is how I'm working, so it's nice to show the industry standard. You know, this is the kind of stuff they look when you're working in the game. All right, guys, so that we'll do a whole full animation set: idle, run, walk, double jump. If we can do a double jump too. Special move we can do a fight, we hit combo, that'd be cool. We'll get a proper animation set done. All right, guys, I wish you well. I wish you health, happiness, enjoy animating, and I'll see you in the next video. There's more to come, so much more to come, and a fitness update too. All right, guys, so I'll see you in the next video. Take care.